Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Vision Class. Today we are seeing about NTA UGC NET Paper 2 Commerce Unit 1 Business Environment and International Business Part 6. In this part we are seeing about the second type of theories of international trade is modern firm-based theories. Fine. So let's see. In previous part we are seeing about classical or country-based trade theories. They are more from the country perspective rather than firm or company oriented. Right? That's why these are also called country based theories. Now we are seeing about modern firm based theories. These theories come up after World War II and were largely developed by business school professor and not economists. Such theories come up after the rise in the popularity of the MNCs. It means multinational company. We are seeing country-based theories address the concern of countries and not companies. Thus, to address the need of the companies, the professor come up with the modern firm-based theories. Right? Following are more international trade theories of the modern firm-based theories. We are seen one by one in details. Number one is country similarity theory. This theory given by Stefan B. Leander in 1961. Stefan Leander, a Swedish economist, came up with this theory in 1961. It explains the concept of intra-industry trade. As per this theory, the people in countries that are in the same level of development have similar preferences. Leander suggests that the companies first produce for the domestic market. Later, the same company can find a foreign country in which it can export the same product. Right? Country similarity refers to what? Is it similarity of location or culture or political economics interest or technological capabilities? That is acquire advantage or natural advantage or lack of it. Right? Traditional trade theories speak of difference in demand or supply condition or both as a necessary condition for trade between countries. Right? That is, the traditional trade theories are built upon difference. But the country similarity theory is built an identical feature of nations in trade. Right? It means country similarity trade theory says more trade between those countries which are similar in some manner. Understand? Second theory is product life cycle theory. The International Product Life Cycle Theory was authored by Raymond Vernon in the 1960s to explain the cycle that products go through when exposed to an international market. The cycle describes how a product matures and declines as a result of internationalization. This theory says there are three stages in every product life cycle. These stages are new product, manufacturing product and standardization product. The theory assumes that a country who come up with the new product should produce that product. This theory also explains why the US was a manufacturing success after World War II. Fine. So let's see what is product life cycle. Product life cycle is defined as the sequence through which every product goes through from introduction to removal or ultimate downfall. The theory originating in the field of marketing stated that a product life cycle has three distinct stages. These are new product, a maturing product and standardized product. Right? See here, this is a product life cycle curve. New product stage is in between introduction and growth. In this stage, a firm in a developed or developing country will innovate or manufacture a fresh product for their customers. The market for these manufactured goods will be little and sales will be comparatively small as a result. Right? The firm's marketing executive have to strongly observe buyer reactions to ensure that the new product satisfies customer needs, right? And the characteristics of this stage are: a marketer has a undertake procedural and manufacturer troubles. The sales is low and growing at a lesser rate. There is a loss or an insignificant profit. Right? Next stage is maturity stage. This stage in between growth and maturity. In the maturity stage of the product life cycle, the manufactured goods are generally known and are bought by many customers. The innovating firm builds a new factories to enlarge its competence and convince home and observe demand for the products. Right? Characteristics of this stage are: sales enlarge at a decreasing rate. Sales is what? It is large in size, but their rate are decreasing manner. Profits initiate to decline. Marginal competitors put down the market. Customer preservation is given more prominence. Right? Next stage of this product life cycle is standardization. Standardization means this peak point of a product. The market for a manufactured good stabilizes, the product becomes more of a commodity and firms are pressured to lessen their industrialized cost as much as probable by shifting production to facilities in countries with small labor cost, right? And the characteristic of this stage are: sales reduce quickly, profit reduce more quickly than sales. Steadily the company prefers to move resources to new products. Most of the sellers remove from the market. Right? After that standardization stage, next stage is the decline stage. At some point, however, the market becomes saturated. It means this point market becomes saturated, and after that the product is not longer sold and become unpopular. Right? For example, TV, calculators and mobile phones are the most general products which undergo the three phases cycle. It means new product, maturity stage and standardization product, after that decline one immediately. Right? Although products which endure this life cycle may be found. Right? It means this product life cycle says the product on decline stage in one country can be started with introduction stage in another country by shifting production base. Fine. I hope all of you understand product life cycle very well. Next theory is global strategic rivalry theory. Economists Paul Krugman and Calvin Lanchester come up with this theory in 1980s. This theory focuses on how companies can get a competitive advantage when competing against global firms in the same industry. The theory says a company can get the sustainable competitive advantage by developing barriers to entry. Such barriers may be research and development, economies of scale, intellectual property rights, ownership and more. Right? Firms will encounter global competition in their industries, and in order to prosper they must develop competitive advantage. The barriers to entry that corporation may seek to optimize include due to that research and development are occur in the industry. The ownership of intellectual property rights are built. The control of resources or favorable access to raw materials. Right? It means global strategic rivalry theory says MNC and their efforts to gain a competitive advantage against the global firms in their industry. Right? It is focused on multinational companies and their efforts to gain competitive advantage against other global firms in their industry. Right? Next theory is Porter's National Competitive Advantage Theory. Porter in 1990 come up with a theory to explain national competitive advantage in 1990s. The theory says that the competitiveness of a country business segment depends on the ability of that segment to come up with innovative items, process and more. Porter explains why some nations have a competitive advantage in some segments. To identify these, Porter lists four determinants. These are local market resources and capabilities, local market demand and conditions, local suppliers and complementary industries, and local firm characteristics. Along with these four factors, Porter says that government also plays a very crucial role in shaping the competitive advantage of the industry. Fine, it means competitive advantage theory says that business segments depends on innovative items process. Right? I hope all of you understand all of theories. So, which international trade theories is most popular? Over time, all these international trade theories have helped the companies, countries, researchers, and government to understand international trade. All theories may not applicable to all countries and may not help to understand the trade tactics of all companies. Right? Thus, there is no single dominant theory that is popular globally, rather one may apply at least one of the above international trade theory to a company or a country. Right? So, here it is complete our theories of international trade. I hope all of you understand the theories of international trade. If it is useful, please like, share, subscribe and give your comments in comment box. Thank you.